Hi, this is Caleb here with Team Champions of Game Time with a World Chalice deck profile, unupdated World Chalice deck profile. I'm going to kind of start out easy here. Basic hand traps. I run a 3-2 split. I got two drone locks. It's good to slow down the meta. Solid choice. You know, the Ash Blossom, I still think it's probably the best hand trap in the game. Just 5 hand traps. I don't want to draw too many to clog up. I run 2 Gymnite Garnets. So it's really awful when you, the reason I run 2 is because it's really awful when you draw into one, when you open up with Brilliant, because if you resolve the Brilliant, you can essentially win, and the pluses it gives you. So I run 2 also. It gives you an M-Duct or a Link Spider. Let's see here. I do run the Kaiju package, 1 Gamma Seal. And for our World Chalice engine here, I run 3 of the World Chalice, World Legacy. Best card in the deck. Allows you to move forth with your plays. When it's tributed and it leaves the field, you float out 2 World Chalice monsters in your deck. Also, some of the effects, the best effect of it that a lot of people don't know is if you're looking for some disruption on your opponent's turn, if you just set him on the board and your opponent summons a monster from the extra deck, you can send it to the graveyard, this and that to the graveyard. Just a little bit of disruption. A lot of people, they fail to read all your cards, so that's something I'm able to get off quite a bit. I do run 2 of the World Chalice Guard Dragon. He's really good for recovery. He banishes himself. You special summon a vanilla to a Link Zone. He also has a hand trap effect where if something targets, you can get rid of him from your hand or the field to the graveyard. Really good. I've tried to play it at 1, and you see at the beginning, and you go in later game, and you really need it. And 3, it actually has too many, just because this is a hard once per turn. We have the and then to kind of round it up here, we run the Lee, the World Chalice Fairy. She's your searcher. She's what you send off the Brilliant. She's a Foolish Burial target. When she's in the graveyard, you can recover her by pitching a monster out of your hand or a monster from the field. Fantastic card. It's your Stratos of the deck. And the vanillas I just run 3, the Chosen. And the main reason I do run him is because he is a Psychic level 3, so he's your emergency teleport target. So, fairly basic World Chalice lineup. I thought about running the level 4 if you're gonna go into the Exceed plays, but this is just more. It's like basically you're running 4 of them with your emergency teleport, so it's kind of nice. I run 2 Exodia, and paired with that, I run the basic World Chalice package of the 3 Venus and 3 Shine Ball. Pretty much, if you open up with Venus and Exodia, you can make a Trigate board, and if you open up with like this and your World Legacy, you can make your big Sahuja play. Multiple Sahujas if you'd want. All right, so that rounds up the monsters there. So to get into the spell and traps, I run one of your best cards in the deck, Brilliance. You can use this to pitch you want to pitch your Lee if you need access to it, or I've even pitched the Venus. So what you do is you use Brilliant. You can pitch Venus, and depending on what you have in your hand, you're able to make your Irvum, the Link monster. He's like a monster reborn. You get rid of a Chalice monster that he points to a monster born out of the graveyard. So it also helps you set up for your Venus plays. I do run two Twin Twisters, so it's rough drawn into multiples, but this is the type of deck where it's imperative you get your normal summon off. So, you know, hitting that back row is really important, especially when you play decks like the Altergeist or any type of anti-meta. So let's see here, and for the Transmodify, turns your Shine Balls or your Lee into a Venus. I run 2 of them. Fantastic card. Hurts to get Ash Blossomed, but outside of that, I mean, it's a great card. So part of that Kaiju build we were talking about earlier, I play 2 Waterfronts. So it's kind of one of those cards, if you see it, the probability of you winning is a lot higher. And as much as this deck draws with the Serhujos, the Nightmares, and the Ningretsu, it's great. But if you don't see it, you're able to go a different direction with your plays. Great card. Just came out, the ultras turned out real nice. And for our one-ofs, some of the best one-ofs in the game, we got the World Legacy Secession. It's a Monster Reborn to Link Zone, but the reason why I play 1 is because it is searchable off of the World Legacy World Chalice. Fantastic card. I play the 1 Monster Reborn, the Emergency Teleport, the Foolish Burial, and 1 good old MVP skill charge of the deck. Basic one-ofs. I mean, it's pretty standard in the World Chalice build. And the Soul and Lonely Trap rerun is the Phantom Knights. This card essentially makes you induct for free. So what you do is you draw into this, you set it, the turn it's set. If you don't have any traps in your graveyard, you can activate it. Turns into it's a dark, I think it's a dark warrior, but the main part of it, it's a vanilla. So you're able to make induct, so you get an extra normal summon. Great card. You know, if you wanted to, you could play two of it, just because if you see it, I mean, the plays you're able to make are just amazing. So for the extra deck I run, Tri-Gate Wizard. So he's you know, he's your plays. He gives you some negation on the board when he's triple linked. You can negate and banish 1 card effect. So like if your opponent activates a Regeki, you can stop it. And then his if he's co-linked just by 2, you can just banish a card. Play Skull Dread, real standard for this deck. Gets you your draws, allows you to special summon out your Gamma Seal. We have the Nightmare package is it's pretty basic. I run Unicorn, Goblin, Cerebrus, and Phoenix. So my the 2 I play the most, or I use the most, is the Unicorn. Unicorn's really nice. Spot removal, it spins stuff, you draw. It points down, so it's a decent starter card. I also run the Cerebrus. He destroys, when he's link summoned, he destroys a special summoned monster, like in the main monster zone. And the main reason you run him is when you have your tri-link board, your co-link monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. Goblin, he's in there because mind control is a thing. Mind control is really rough against this deck. It just tears this deck apart. So you rarely use it for its extra normal summon. Like I said, they each have all these Nightmare monsters have like a protection effect, and his doesn't let your opponent target your link monster, your link monsters that are co-linked. And Phoenix is it kills the back row, and also when your monsters are co-linked, they cannot be destroyed by battle. I run, you know, Link Spider, Firewall, Ningretsu. I run 1 Aram, probably the MVP of the deck. He always seems to, he helps bring you back into the game. He's also a fantastic starter card. I run 1 Ib, She's fantastic. And then the actual heart and soul of the deck, you have to run it at 3, no matter what, is the M Duct. And then the only fusion I run is good old Seraph Knight. Secret just came out, pretty nice. I'd suggest, if you don't have a copy, pick it up. Super cheap. Go to gametime.com, and they are just a couple bucks. And this is Caleb signing out.